wanna get away, but I could use some company. If you're alone like me, we could go on a trip. Girl, I wanna see the sun, dive into the deep ocean, dance with you all night long, move as you swing your hips. Let's take a break from the stress and the hate.
Hey everyone, happy new year. I'm super excited to be here. First of all, I'm glad to be alive. Since I'm alive, I'm excited about it. And I hope that you're excited about being alive too. This season, we are going to do 8 weeks full throttle because I've been trying to figure out the great time to talk about pushing through with silent depression. Okay. Silent depression is something that people do not talk about. Depression comes in all shapes and forms. Depression affects millions of people around the world. So many times that the number is misrepresented because of the different ways that depression works through people. And so many times, people that are in denial that they are in depression, those individuals are not accounted for. So the number of people that are stating that they are depressed does not match the number of people who really are depressed. So I just wanted to slide in with something called silent depression. And I want y'all to hop on in and tag someone, let somebody know, because this season, this holiday season, there are more people going through depression than any other time of the year. So I just want you to tag someone or share this broadcast to let someone know that they may be going through silent depression and do not know it, because quite often people are immune to getting up, being very mechanic in their day, and they are not realizing they are not dealing with emotions of traumatic stress or a trauma type incident that they have hidden for many years, and it's affecting their adulthood. Okay, so maybe there's a person suffering that doesn't know that they're suffering, and then they don't talk about it, which is even more dangerous. There are so many times we may wake up and we may hear, oh, so and so committed suicide, or so and so took some pills, or however way they did it, they tried to hurt themselves. And we are shocked because people, they seem okay, they say that they are okay, but in reality they are not okay. So as I wanted to present tonight, because I am going to broadcast this topic for the next 7 weeks, and I'm going to break it down so detailed, you're going to want to get involved. Now, I'm a writer, I'm an author, and my thoughts were flying all over the place when this topic came to mind this morning. So I'm going to just say the Holy Spirit was working through me, and I just want to read something to you in a space that I never did this before. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to read something I wrote this morning, fresh out of my head, something I would definitely put in a book. And it's called Someone Almost Walked Off with My Stuff. Okay. So with that, relationships we have with others can create trauma and turmoil within our lives because we choose to trust and we love them. They put our hearts in the bottom of their shoes. How do we avoid our tears? We don't. We drown. We drown in our tears. We are living and we are grieving. We are broken, whether we're heartbroken or spiritually broken. However, we are not talking. We are staying silent. We are hiding. Are we missing something? We have to take responsibility for the choices we make. Make decisions that help others, including ourselves, by taking responsibility. The actual decisions that changes your life instead of accepting the same old choices that keep us in drowning tears. Again, we are broken inside. We have heard a large pile of sorries. Baby, I'm sorry. Mommy, I'm sorry. Daddy, I'm sorry. Baby, I am sorry. And I'm saying it again for a reason. We love on purpose. Our hearts are open on purpose. Your love is just too beautiful to be thrown back in your face as if you were canceled or never existed in the first place. How do we let our letdowns keep happening? The question, are we missing something? What are we really missing? Is it the flesh of another that makes us feel we are missing something? Was it the hug from a parent that we did not receive? Oh, I see. They never told you they loved you. Was it the beatings of a forceful fist by someone you loved? Was it the violations to our bodies from people who we thought we trusted and we became powerless? Or was it from a stranger? Were your bodies hijacked with diseases that weakened our spirits by our lovers? Did our families break our hearts from substance abuse, alcohol abuse, and abandonment? Or were you the abuser and not the victim? What is your silence? Or better yet, why did we stay? Here's the answer. I don't know. You know. You hid it from everyone except the people who embodied your words to never tell a soul. Sometimes falling victim to temptations can make you feel powerless, helpless, and a failure. You feel embarrassed, scared, confused, or distraught. What can we do about it? Listen up. You have a story to tell. Silence leads to depression. Silent depression leads to a slow decline of our souls. The question is, do you want to live or do you want to die? The old you must die to live in peace. It's time to break your silence. Sometimes, almost, no, I'm going to say someone almost walked away with my stuff. I'm just being transparent right now. Matter of fact, there's a few times someone almost walked away with my stuff. They stole my brain, they stole my heart, they stole my soul, and I let them. But when was it time for me to say no more? There was a day I made the decision to live. I vowed to myself that no one will have the opportunity to attempt to walk away with my stuff ever again. You see, I know my value now. Yes, I know my worth. I know to stay awake and never to sleep on myself again. I had to take accountability for bowing my head when I saw and felt something was wrong. I closed my mind when I did not want to believe what I knew was out of context. I'm not blind. I'm not deaf. I'm not mute. And nor am I crazy. I'm perfectly fine. And I had to stand on 10 toes down to fight for my life, to fight for my peace and my spiritual freedom. Most times, people ignore their real emotions from intentionally hiding their hurt and pain. They walk the earth numb. They mask up for others and fall into pieces in their still places and spaces. Those spaces become empty, dark places. They become holes in our souls. Here we go on the merry-go-round of grief again. Trying to fill our holes, we return to the old question: what are we missing? I wrote that this morning because I wanted it to resonate with people in their real feelings. I wanted to do a right now moment because I wanted you to understand that there may be something that you are holding yourself back from, which is your own peace, your own spiritual freedom. Maybe you are the one that's walking around with a hole in your soul and you keep jumping from relationship or from family member to family member, any type of relationship, to fill the void of the hole in your soul. I'm here to say no one can fill the hole but you. You have to deal with what you are feeling so you can heal. And if you don't want to deal with it, you are not going to heal. It's going to be a merry-go-round of grief while you are living. Some people think grief is only about when someone dies. Yeah, you died. You are dying. You died. How can you come alive again? You have to deal with whatever is hurting you so you can heal. You have to speak it out. You have to tell someone. And if you don't want to tell someone, write it out. But you have to get it out of your body. You can go to God and pray about it. You can go to professional therapy or counseling, Christian counseling, even. Whatever you do, help you help yourself deal with whatever you're feeling that is hurting you so you can heal. Silent depression, often referred to as hidden or masked depression, it's a psychological state characterized by intense feelings of sadness, hopelessness, and despair that individual may conceal from others. So you are hiding. You are hiding from your deep feelings. They are intense. You do not want to tell anyone, and it's making you sad. So many times this year, so I'm sorry, last year of 2023, I've received multiple phone calls of people in despair. They were angry, they were depressed, and they sat in spaces of darkness and refused to move. Nothing brought smiles to their faces, not a joke, not their favorite, I'm going to say toy, not their favorite game, not their favorite shirt, pants, trip, not their favorite people to come to make them smile. Nothing made them smile. They were angry, bitter, and they did not care. They lashed out to people who loved them because you're not realizing you are holding yourself back from being free. You get up every day, you go to work, you come home, you deal with whatever's in your household, you disappear into a dark space or place and you cry. Your body is cracking with all types of seams breaking, separating, and you are spilling of total sadness. This is a space where you hide from the world and you tell no one what you're going through mentally, emotionally. You are in a space that is very dangerous. I want you to know you're struggling and you don't want to tell anyone. But I'm here to let you know there are supportive individuals that can help you. And I'm also going to share different signs of silent depression where you are listening and you can relate to yourself or someone else. Like I said, people get up like they're robots every single day and go out into their world, do everything that they ought to be doing with a smile on their face. But once they leave the home, they are holding themselves together with a huge mask, a sign even to cover them up. There's nothing wrong with me. How you doing? I'm good. You're not good. It's a space where I want you to understand that your life is on the line. People with silent depression often go to great lengths to disguise their emotional pain. They present themselves with so much normalcy outside in the world. This may involve maintaining a cheerful demeanor, participating in social events and activities, appearing that they are living a daily functional life. But on the inside, you are going through such profound internal turmoil. So let me share some common signs of silent depression. Isolation. There are people that isolate themselves as soon as they come into their homes. Their windows are not drawn. They're in the dark. They don't open their blinds or their curtains. Um, you withdraw from socially interacting with others. You prefer solitude versus interacting and showing people of how you truly are in whatever state of mind that you're in. You do not want to share. You keep convincing yourself that you are okay and you're not okay. You are in such a space where nothing around you is important. Smiling depression. That's a good one. Smiling depression is a term used to describe an individual who smiles and appears happy on the outside, but on the inside, they are battling deep feelings of sadness and despair. There are too many people walking around like this unaccounted for because you would rather not reveal to anyone what you are really going through and smile through the whole thing when you're cracking at the seams, holding yourself together with all your might. Perfectionism. An intense drive for perfection and accomplishment can be a coping mechanism for those with silent depression as they strive to gain external validation while masking their internal struggles. There are people that do this as that's the one that always wants to help, the one that always can say yes, I'll do it, or they want to strive for high success achievement when they are dying on the inside. You're struggling on the inside and you want everyone to see your achievements, so you're climbing the ladder because you don't want anyone to recognize what's really going on with you. Difficulty expressing emotions. This is a communication challenge. There are people that are not great listeners. There are also people that are not great communicators, or they fail at delivering a thorough, clear message. When asking them what's going on, they may schmooze around and go, well, this is who I am. Or, you know, I don't feel like talking about it right now. Or they try to start talking about what's going on and it makes absolutely no sense. It's not a clear message. You have to fill in a lot of gaps. Their stories have holes in them. So the person in receiving the message is confused. When you open your mouth, you're giving a confused story. It's not a clear delivery. And the person that's close to you, or a family member or friend, they're trying to help you, but you are not allowing them a gate one pass to come through your gate. You're like, I don't know if I feel like talking right now. And then you just shut down. And then you may come back tomorrow with a different side of your story, but it's really not clear again. So you are on purpose trying to not articulate the best scenario of how you feel because you really do not want anyone to know what's going on with you. Physical symptoms. Silent depression can also manifest into physical symptoms such as fatigue, change of appetite, sleep disturbances, without the individual showing what's going on. These issues can also be emotional and it'll affect your entire well being. I say this all the time: whatever is in your mind, your mental affects your physical. I say it all the time, from headaches, your nosebleeds, your shoulders hurting, your neck pains, your back, lower back pain. Sometimes people get rashes. Sometimes it's challenging to walk. Your joints tighten up for all the intense. You are just holding yourself so tight so no one can see what's going on with you. Listen, tell someone. Silent depression is a silent killer. It is important to recognize silent depression. It legitimately will mess with your mental health, which affects your physical health and your emotional well-being. It's only but so long you can hold yourself together without breaking down. It's only but so long. I wish someone can share this story. I wish someone can let someone know, or even ask yourself, are you experiencing silent depression? Or anything that I'm saying right now could resonate with you, and you're thinking of other people that could be going through silent depression. It could start from a death in that's someone that from close to you. It could start with rejection. It could start with, a traumatic situation, any traumatic situation, from rape, from domestic violence, from, abandonment issues, anything. It stems from anything that hurts you. It does not allow you to live a normal life seamlessly and you smile organically. I am reaching out because it's so important, because there are so many people depressed, angry, bitter these days, especially around this season. I know the year started, but it's still the holiday season. Check on your strong friends. Check on your weak friends. Check on your friends that's always smiling, because that smile could be a frown. I thank you for stopping by today. Stop by next week. I'm going to break down silent depression by different scenarios, and maybe, just maybe, I can help someone and save their life. I am here to serve. I am here to help. I am a great listener. Please get with me if you are on any social media channels of mine. Please inbox me, email me, text me, call me if you have my number, personal number. But just help yourself so you can win. My name is Ilyasa Simpson, aka Coach ILLY. Thank you so much for stopping by. And if you see something, say something. Help someone save their life, because them being silent is not helping them. Let's help people break the silence by beginning with us. Break your silence. Depression is everywhere, and it could come from anything or anyone. But we are too embarrassed, too afraid, too scared to say something. This is crucial. Healing is important. Recover from your pain and live the best peaceful life that you possibly can. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hit my website, www.thechargeroom.com, and I'll see you next week. Thank you for stopping by. Bye-bye.
I wanna get away, but I could use some company.